Guys, I never thought I would be this excited about a Monday, yet here we are. Today we are flying to Europe for the third time. Different countries, obviously, because this time I am going to Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and Estonia. Albeit most of my time will be spent in Denmark and Finland, but that's beside the point. Now I got a couple of questions on my mind before embarking on such a trip. First off, what makes 3 out of 4 of those countries the happiest in the world? Sorry, Estonia. Do you have to pay to use the bathrooms? Because this is something I encountered when I was in Germany, and I was just like, oh, don't do this to me. Come on, I'm not paying whatever it is to take a leak. That was ridiculous. How expensive is the food? And above all, what is the weather going to be like? All questions that I will have answered to the best of my ability during these next 2 weeks. But before I even attempt to answer these questions, we got to get to the airport. And it's a bit of a commute. First, I got to take a bus to the CTA Blue Line being the metro system we have in Chicago called the L, and then from the Blue Line to the airport. It takes about an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. Obviously, myriad factors like how many people get on and off and traffic and all that kind of stuff comes into play, but that's about how long it takes. Anyway, as you can see, got my backpack here, suitcase there. Enough yammering, let's go to the airport. Come on, the journey begins now. Let's do it. All right, there's the bus stop right there. Oh yeah. It's all happening. Okay, we are here. My estimation was a little bit off. It took like an hour and 20 minutes. What did I say, an hour 15? Yeah. All right, so we zoom in here, SAS. There we go, Terminal 5 this way. As usual, I'm way too early for check-in, of course. But it's a good habit to get into, so try it sometime. Okay, so while I'm waiting, I want to share you all a little story that happened to me on my first transatlantic flight. I was flying United to Frankfurt, and boarding goes fine. Flight's not delayed. It's not canceled or anything like that. No, that wasn't the problem. No, the problem was I had to take a leak, and I guess it's partially my fault because I must not have listened to the safety briefing they give you, but I was like, where the hell are these bathrooms? And I didn't know you weren't supposed to cross the first class curtain. And when I did that, not only did I get told off by a stewardess, they threatened to throw me off the plane. Like, what? Anyone who knows me knows I never lose my temper. I do not pose a security threat at all. But no, this, yeah, and I was shaken up after that whole traumatic experience. Obviously, I landed and everything, but now the same people, or rather, on the flight going back, I had a layover in London, and people were making the same mistake I was. They were crossing the curtain to go to the bathroom, and a stewardess or whatever had to say over the intercom, "Oh, can you please not do that?" That's all he had to tell me. Don't threaten to kick me off the plane. That was super uncalled for. So I guess if there's any point in this part of vlog here is that if you feel like you're being mistreated just in that regard by an airline, it may not do anything, but feel free to just complain about it because, yeah, that was super unacceptable, super unprofessional on their part. So, yeah, just make sure that you do something about it. It may not do anything, but you never know until you try, right? On a side note, you would not believe how crowded that bus was. Oh my God. Because like in the weeks leading up to it, I'm like, okay, there's no Cubs game. They can play away, just not home. So I'm like, okay, that's good. Because the bus I take to the Blue Line goes right past Wrigley. And I was like, okay, this should be cool. Oh no, there were a bunch of kids from school who got on. I'm just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, so yeah, that thing got packed, but I was able to get out with ease and we're all good. Now we're here. There's the control tower. Hope people there aren't overworked. That would not be good. Last thing we all need is a runway collision like Tenerife 77.
And Terminal 3, Terminal 5, and lock at transportation center.
Right.
Training Terminal 1 will arrive at 1:00.
All the places you can fly to, yeah. Hey, Helsinki, I'm going there too. All right, all checked in right here. Thank goodness I got this TSA pre-check thing on there. I don't know what I would do without it. Ooh. All right, let's do this. Okay, all through security thing. Guys, you wouldn't believe how long that line was on the other. Oh, just like, oh my God. It was absolutely mad. But all right. Let's see what we got. What's my gate number? M25? I don't have to be there for a while, but yeah. First time flying out of Terminal 5. I've arrived here, but I've never flown out of here, so let's see what this is like. Probably just have a little mess around before we board. All right, SAS, on time. That is one word I'd like to see at an airport. Those are two words I would love to see at an airport. I mean, you do not want to see delayed or canceled. Absolutely not. Finnair, Helsinki, I'm going there next after Copenhagen. You're getting a little sneak preview of my little itinerary there. There we go, Belgrade. They just launched service, I think about In May, actually, yeah. I think it was 4 months ago today they did that, yeah. The other flight's going here. There you go, guys. Man, these corridors are long. Wowzers. Here you go, new terminal, the new extension. Man, I just wish the rest of the airport was like this. Man, this is nice. This is kind of what the gate looked like when I departed Calgary. Not bad. How cool is this place? Oh my god, look at that. Looking like a Mr. Beast thumbnail right now. Jeez. Yeah, this looks pretty posh. Wow. Alright, gate's empty. Way too early for boarding. Okay. Man, this is awesome. I tell you, the excitement is really kicking in now. Alright, I think we're finally boarding. Am I going to sleep on this plane? Your guess is as good as mine. We'll see. I don't have a very good track record of sleeping in economy class, which is what I always fly. Never business. I rough it. So let's see what happens. Boarding now. Alright, officially in Denmark. Got my passport stamped, got my bag right here. Let's go to this train station. Here we go, train. monument. No thanks, I don't want to get shot. Have you ever seen an escalator like this? I haven't. It's on some serious incline. Anyway, we gotta get this train ticket to the central station. Unfortunately, I might need a SIM card too because my phone doesn't have service. I can't even get the map pulled up. Thankfully, I studied like where this thing is, where this hostel is that I'm staying in relation to the central station, so I think I'll be good finding it. Okay, we got our ticket, thank goodness. So I went out here and I'm like, where the hell do we buy these things? Well, we're good now. There you go. Well, guys, that's it for the first part of the vlog. I just wanted to show you, like, basically from point A to point B, from my apartment to Central Station. As for SAS, they were actually a pretty good airline. Very pleasant experience. No delays or cancellations, thank goodness. And yeah, stay tuned for more adventures.